taken on board, it needs to be first and foremost understood. And there are a couple of things that we all can do to ensure that this actually happens. So the first thing is being clear in the language, and that refers to a couple of things. So first of all, being clear about the language of the discipline. So clearly explaining to the students what being analytical means in the context of your discipline means, or for example, what synthesis means in the context of your discipline. Another thing to make students aware of and to be clear about is what is absolutely necessary for students to do and what is just a piece of advice. And especially for international students, phrases such as "you might want to consider this," "you might want to do that," can be quite unclear and come across just as a suggestion when sometimes it is meant as something that absolutely needs to happen for students to pass or to improve their piece of work. Final thing to consider in terms of clarity are the rules around politeness. So politeness is quite often used as a way to maybe minimize emotional impact of criticism, and it can have quite a negative effect on students' uptake of feedback in terms of them not understanding that politeness is there just to kind of cushion the blow, as is quite often used in feedback sandwich, and they take it as a given, which then contrasted with a grade that they receive creates a quite an unfavorable picture of feedback and a quite unfavorable picture of the person giving the feedback. It is also important to keep the feedback balanced, so pointing out the criticism and areas for improvement. I think the areas of improvement and focusing on that is quite important, especially when giving critical feedback, but also offering elements of praise.